What is up, South Coastin? We are coming to you on week 15. It's the beginning of the playoffs. I am here with no other than the Playmakers. Playmakers.
Either or, you know what I mean? I know, yeah, it doesn't matter. Playmakers is fine. Happy to be here. I know for for four of you, four teams here, you guys are kind of like, thank goodness the season's over. My team sucked and, enjoyed the rest of the season. But for the other eight, I'm sure you guys are stressing out about lineup. So we'll talk about a little bit of everything. So happy to be here, Mick.
All right, right on, man. Thanks so much for joining me. As is a tradition for me doing any kind of video, I always started off with what I call a bold flavor, just a food or a snack that maybe nobody has tried before and they should try. So I'm gonna get started with this. I don't know
Let's
who
check it
is.
out.
Have you ever had these things before?
No, wild protein chips. Oh, they sound pretty interesting. I wonder, okay, so it's chicken and
Yeah,
egg whites.
they are
Oh,
chips made of chicken and egg whites. So they got the protein, not as many carbs. But this flavor specifically. So we used to pack this for my daughter's lunch, right? And
okay.
I never thought twice about it. And then she brought them home like she didn't eat her lunch one day, and I ate them. And then I ate the entire bag. And,
Wow.
and then I went to the store and bought 3 more bags, and they were gone like by the end of the week too. That's how good these
Well,
things are.
and they look, I mean, it's a good source of protein, 10 grams of protein, it looks like. I mean, how's the flavor? I mean, literally, you gotta try one and give us the instant reaction for those. I mean, I know you already probably demolished half the bag.
Well, that's the problem. Is after eating one, like this will be gone by the end of our video. Yeah. So the cool thing I like about these, by the way, not a sponsor. Like I wish I was, and they were sending these, to me for free.
That'd be great. Yeah.
But one thing they do is they really like powder them up. You ever buy those chips where it's supposed to be a flavor, but you can barely taste it? Dude, it's the opposite with these things. It's like so much powder on these. Like, is this healthy? How much powder they have? But it's protein, right?
Yeah, you're like, oh, it might be covered in sodium and spices, but it tastes good. 10 grams of protein.
It definitely
Yeah.
does, man. It tastes like, if you ever go to like Buffalo Wild Wings and you just get the classic with the Frank's Red Hot sauce just
Oh,
smothered.
okay, yeah.
Dude, that's exactly what these taste like.
Where'd you get these for the people that are interested in getting some? That's what I want to know.
So, you gotta be a Sam's Club member to get the big bag.
Okay, okay, Sam's
Actually,
Club.
I haven't found them anywhere else.
Okay.
Rochelle, who's also in the league with us, we actually were talking about these not too long ago, and she's like, dude, I've been paying like, just as much as you for the small bag at the grocery store. So, yeah, go to Sam's Club if you can.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna have to, yeah. Good slight endorsement, even though it's not an endorsed deal yet. So
All right.
I'll try it out.
How about you?
Perfect.
Got anything?
Not on me, honestly. Being a Hispanic, I love spicy anything, right? We like spicy whatever. The stuff that's kind of hard to find here in Texas is like the spicy candy that I used to get in California. So like the spicy mangoes, right? Like the dried mangoes, or the candied mangoes that they kind of dry and they put a bunch of powders, chili powder on them. Those are delicious. Um, Besides that, I haven't really tried anything new. But
Okay.
but I'm gonna try the chips, man. That looks pretty good.
Awesome,
So
man. I love it. And I know what you're talking about, too. I absolutely love those candies. They, again, just have this powerful flavor to them, right?
oh yeah, they're not like you said, little baby coats where there's like little spots that like didn't even get any of the seasoning in there. You're like, oh, or they got stuck or something. You know what I mean? Nah, this is
It's the
the whole
opposite.
thing's
It's like
it's the
caked
opposite.
on there, Like,
Oh yeah.
where's the actual
Oh,
candy underneath all this powder?
absolutely. So I'm interested in trying this. So I'm gonna maybe even get a membership to Sam's Club just to get them. I'm a Costco guy, but we'll try Sam's Club.
All right,
So
sweet. Well, cool, man. Let's get into it. Let's look at some of the teams and just talk about where we're at right now. I'll try and.
absolutely. I think I've been seeing there's obviously four teams that didn't make it this year. It looked like it was Team Chavez, Anaheim Hills Rough Riders, Jason's team. Team Sarinana, which for me, she's always been up there too. So I'm kind of surprised, you know what I mean? She's usually up there, and then Tomas getting dead last, Captain Fools. But honestly, for the most part, record-wise, it was pretty competitive. I mean, one team got 10 wins, obviously picked Skin Market, but like, it was close in terms of determining some playoff teams. I mean, Team Chavez just missed by one game, it looked like. So yeah, I mean, it could have changed all throughout the season. It felt like, and I was thinking I wasn't going to make the playoffs either. But unfortunately for these teams, they didn't get to make it. So
Man, I totally hear you. And you can see the consolation bracket right here?
yeah, absolutely. Yep,
Okay,
you see it
okay.
right there.
Yeah, I agree with you. It was probably our most competitive season of all. I mean, you look at, the lowest ranked team here still has 4 wins. There, dude, I'm in some leagues where there's a guy with like 1, 2 wins.
Maybe right, maybe yeah. And you know what? One thing I'm noticing here is a lot of the teams that didn't make the playoffs, their top one or two picks missed a lot of time or were totally disappointed. You know what I mean? So like Tomas, for example, I was looking at his team and Bucky Irvin, right? He got hurt, so and I'm sure he was his top two pick, maybe, right? I mean, I'm looking at his roster. Jamar Chase was probably his number one, who also had surprisingly actually decent year. I think he's ranked number six in wide receivers, even though he didn't have Joe Burrow for most of the season. But Bucky Irvin, for example, he was hoping he would carry his team and nowhere to be found, right? He got
Dude,
hurt.
yeah, I definitely hear you. One thing I had for Tomas was the PA. He was the victim this year. I want to say he was like 1465 points against, and there was only one other person with 1400, and everyone else is like, 12, 13.
He's
So
got everybody's best week, right? He got
he
everybody's
got
best week against
everyone's
him.
best week, man. I can't blame you for that. And when you look at his points for, it's like you said, yeah, Chase, he had a couple down weeks, but he also had really good weeks. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah, Tomas, he has a better points for than some of the people in the A bracket. So I'm sorry, man. You just, you got the bad end of the dice roll there.
Absolutely.
Um,
4 wins though. I mean that's better than most last place teams for sure. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like you're saying, Janet, I she was one of those teams I was kind of just expecting to be in the playoffs. And when I looked at the constellation, I was like, oh my gosh, she didn't even make it. Like, what happened? And it's kind of
insane.
yeah, for sure. Uh,
And you look at these rosters. I mean, honestly, like I look at her roster, I'm like, that's a solid roster. I mean, she's got uh, Bijan Robinson, who was expected to be the number one running back, right, in most people's leagues. So correct, that's who I would pick. She's got Devontae Adams. I mean, touchdown leader for wide receivers. I'm imagining,
oh
right? I think
man.
he's up there. I mean, just Nico Collins, who you're expected to have a good year like he always has. I mean, she had Trey McBride,
Yeah, the
number one.
trade.
How can this team fail? You know what I mean? This is what I'm like. What am I missing here, right?
Dude, it is
Quarterback probably. I don't know. I'm
even
I'm trying to look at where.
Brissett's been on fire. Like you're right. She has had just a great team. She's put together a great roster. I think with her, it's also points against. She wasn't.
Absolutely.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the way it happens for you. But even with the high points against she has, I want to say she was in like the high 1300s. Um, Man, I don't know how you lose with Trey McBride. Like he is just such a game wrecker.
I mean, it's a cheat code to have him at the tight end slot, right? It's like you just have an additional wide receiver, right? Similar
Yeah.
to Brock Bowers out there, where if he's healthy, you got an extra wide receiver on your team. Congratulations, right?
No, I hear you,
So,
man. And yeah, sorry, Janet. Just that between the two of us, when I'm actually eliminated from the playoffs, you're usually
oh,
the
come
per.
on.
She is the person that I'm rooting for to win it all when I get eliminated.
She's very neutral, right? She's like, yeah, she's very likable. Come on. Not that anybody else isn't likable, but I'm like, she has a good team for
Yeah, I don't
sure.
know. I think it's because I've always seen her come really close, but never take the whole thing, right? And
Yeah.
you got to start rooting for, for those people because she's putting in the effort.
She's the Buffalo Bills of fantasy
You know,
football. They high expectations, they get close, and then yeah, they just
yeah,
never works out.
yeah, I hear you. Jason, I guess if we're going down, we started at 12,
Yeah,
11, so 10 is Jason. I was really thinking he might pull it off because he kind of started coming on hot towards the end of the regular season.
did.
He won three straight, and then he lost last week by 4 points. And
That's crazy.
he would have won if Daniel Jones didn't get injured. His quarterback did nothing for him. Um,
Man.
and th-
That's the scariest thing, right? When you're just like, oh man, when you need a win and it's playoff implications, and all of a sudden your quarterback goes down. Out of all players, right? Sometimes you can get away with, maybe a kicker going out, but your quarterback, where you're expecting a bulk of your points, that's devastating for
oh, for
sure.
sure, man. And then to lose by four, like if he had played, you're winning that game. And then
If he played three quarters, right? He might have got you 14, 15 points. Would have been
yeah.
enough, right? But so early.
So yeah, I feel for you, Jason. But 5-9, it's a respectable record, and
Yeah, AJ Brown on the team, kind of a disappointing season, right? I mean, it feels like so. DK Metcalf actually, I think, exceeded my expectations. Derrick Henry, I mean, Derrick Henry's ranked 10th, I think, out of all running backs. So I mean, a little down year for him, but still, I mean, a decent team. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I think it's been a pretty even season. I feel like a lot of these could have went either way, right? I think some of the records could be flip flops
yeah,
easily.
I completely agree with you. That also brings
This
us
season.
to Jude,
Oh yeah.
number
Oh
9.
yeah.
Now, when you're talking about people that you expected to be in the A bracket, I didn't.
hmm
I naturally assumed I was going to be talking about Jude in the A bracket. Um, and let's take a look at this team real quick because I think Jude has a pretty good team.
Amazing. And this is where he has one of the biggest disappointments in the year. Justin Jefferson, right? I mean, I think he's ranked like 24th. So he's like a back end wide receiver two
Yeah,
this year, which is insane. But he has Puka Nakua, amazing wide receiver, right? So he's been doing great. He even got hurt and still kind of excelled. He had Travis Etienne, which gave him some boom or bust weeks, but pretty good. Alvin Kamara disappointed, obviously, in that. I don't know if it's age or it's just the team sucks. The Saints in general, you know what I mean?
yeah,
With
I hear
him.
you. I think a lot of that is his players are just a victim of the team circumstance, right? Like Jefferson doesn't have a quarterback, and
Yep.
you put Alvin Kamara on a team with a really good offensive line, and he is going to be a top, I don't know, 7 maybe, like running back, if not higher than that. So
Right. If his quarterback doesn't throw interception and fumble in the same play, two turnovers in the same play, you know what I mean? You never know.
I lost the game on that Jalen Hurts interception fumble,
Oh
by the way.
man,
I lost by 4 points, and he got
bummer,
-4 on that thing. Anyways,
bummer.
yeah,
But
so,
I mean, another good team. I mean, honestly, there's this team could have easily won 10 games,
oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
no
Um,
problem.
yeah.
So
So better
next
luck
next
next
year,
time, Jude.
Jude. Yeah, next year,
Yeah,
Jude.
next year.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy Cancun, everyone.
Gone fishing.
That brings us to the A bracket. So yeah, everyone who made it, congratulations. Let's do this. We got some new people in here who have never seen the playoffs before, so I'm pretty excited for that. Um,
Absolutely.
do we want to
A
start
lot.
off?
Yeah, Nick, let's start. Let's start. Yeah, let's go from top to bottom at this point. Yeah, I think the matchups.
Okay, cool. So starting at the top, we've got Madame Ram, 1 year removed, I believe, from being the champion. Right? She was in
Yep.
2023. Yeah,
Yep.
right back at the mix. You snuck in at number 8. So yeah, she was probably the one who knocked some poor person out. Good job, Rochelle.
Absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely. And versus the number one seed, right? So, I mean, Pigskin Mafia, man, that amazing season, honestly. I'm like, Paul is, did a great job this season. And he
yeah,
had, yeah, here we go. Perfect. Let's see the teams here. I mean, Jameer Gibbs, which, as expected, kicked some butt. But
yep,
then he had a lot of other players, I mean, on his roster that are just kind of like, you don't think that would perform, but somehow it works. I mean, he's got yeah, Rico Dowdle. Remember Rico Dowdle for it's on his bench, right? He was going off for like the first half of the season.
Wow,
I mean,
yeah.
he was eating, you know what I mean? He was winning weeks on his own. I think he had 20, 30 plus point games. So the big disappointment is Marvin Harrison on his bench. I mean, it's on his bench, but I, I, I don't know. He's the second year, right? I think, right? Or is this
Second
his
year.
second year, right? Second year and 2 years in a row, total disappointment.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't even think it's the quarterback. Kyler's good enough where him and McBride could eat, and he just, I don't know, he has the drops, or I can't explain that one. So that's a tough pill to swallow. But yeah, this is going to be a good matchup because Madam Ram, I mean, she's and Matthew Stafford has had a pretty darn good year. Rams defense is always pretty good. CD Lamb's been hurt, but when he plays, he can get you, you know, some points there. Who else does she have on here? I mean, she has a good team, I think
She
overall, right? So this is going to be pretty close. I mean, what's the projections here?
what do we
Um,
got here? 85 to 88. So this is going to be a close game
it's going to be
according.
a close one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hear what you're saying.
I mean, upset alert maybe potentially.
Okay. You thinking?
I mean. Uh, on paper, I think that it's potential for an upset. Not that it will, but it's potential. Their last matchup, look what happened on the last matchup. I think maybe had a bye week on week 11, 45 to 87.
Yeah, that must have been.
And maybe forgot to put it in his roster in time. I don't know, but I think this is a coin flip. To be honest, I think it's going to be close.
Yeah, yeah, I hear you. I'm not sure who to give it to in this particular matchup, but I do think Rochelle's players are just they're kind of heating up at the right time. Travion Henderson, they all of a sudden realize like, wow, this is some kind of weapon we've got here. Um,
Let's play him. Yeah, let's give him
yeah,
the rock, right?
so it just depends. I think it all depends on if Gibbs decides to have 3 touchdowns or if he decides to have no
Exactly.
touchdowns. Um,
Absolutely. I mean, it'll be close. Mark Andrews, if he decides to start catching touchdowns again, and he'll be all right too. You know, so it's going to be a close one. But I love the matchup. I think it's going to be one to watch for sure.
all right, cool. Moving on down, we got Dax got a nose for Pickens. That's yours truly
Yeah,
versus Gary, the HB Show Dogs. So I think Gary, this is your first time in a bracket, and
I think so. Yeah.
you know he put together a pretty good season, definitely with the help of Josh Allen. I mean, I feel like any team with Josh Allen, they usually just end up in the playoffs, right?
If you don't make the playoffs and you have Josh Allen, like something terrible happened. You know what I mean? I mean, you pick Josh Allen and like 11 other janitors to be on your team. You
Yeah,
know.
for sure. Yeah,
But
like
I mean, this is another looks like a good matchup. I mean, I don't know what your thoughts are so far. I'm looking around the rosters. I mean, Lad McConkey, a little down here, right? I mean, a lot of big expectations for Lad McConkey. But like I said, Josh Allen, he's a stud. I mean, he can carry the team for you.
yeah, definitely. I know the projection has it kind of lopsided here, but that's not necessarily the way I see it. Josh Allen, again, he's going up against New England. This is a game that matters so much to the Bills,
Oh yeah,
right? They are still, able to take that division
he
lead away
could.
from New England. So if I were to take a guess, if this is a 50-point game or, your ho-hum 15-point game, Josh
Right,
Allen's,
bottom of the barrel.
dude, he's going to ball out. Kyron
He's
Williams,
gonna ball out.
yeah, absolutely, man. This guy, he's always good for a touchdown.
So this is what yeah, I like to hear your perspective because you're playing HB Show Dog. So I'm like, who scares you? Obviously Josh Allen, but who else? Like I mean, when you look at this roster, without
So,
giving too much information, I guess, right?
yeah, for sure, man. The sneaky, scary players on here are these three right here. Zay Flowers going up against Cincinnati. This is another matchup where either one of these teams
Division.
they could still kind of fight for the top of their division. Um,
Yep.
I the Cincinnati is just they're terrible against wide
Their
receivers.
deep their defense is horrendous.
Yeah,
Period. Right?
they're truly horrendous. Like almost as bad as Dallas. But so I could see Zay Flowers have another good game. Harold Fannin is a really good tight end.
Good player.
And I
He stepped
guess
up.
Shador Sanders and Harold
He's
Fannin.
starting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they got some kind of connection going on, and I don't know if I heard it somewhere, but like they might be best friends too. So
Oh, okay.
so it's possible that like, dude, he's just throwing it to Harold Fannin because he loves the guy.
Hey, man, they're roommates probably. You never know.
Yeah,
Which is great.
I mean,
I mean, this is yeah, and Stephon Diggs, right? At any time he can, you know, he's got a baby on the way with Cardi B, right? So I'm sure he's busy there, but he can catch him. I
he,
mean, he can get him.
he can't catch him. And if you remember the last game against Buffalo, right? They're division opponents, so they play each other twice a year. Dude, that
Right.
was a revenge game. He torched Buffalo.
Yeah, he did.
So I'm not putting it, out of the realm of possibility that these three guys just blow up. Josh Allen has a
Mm.
50-point game, and I'm on my way to Cancun.
I
Um,
mean, when I look at your roster, you have the best wide receiver core. Yeah, you have the number one, number two wide receivers in the league. So just by definition, you got the best two. You got Jackson, JSN, and then you got George Pickens, the number one and number two wide receivers in the position range right there. It says it right there, PRK, right? Position
oh,
range. One and number two.
it does say one
Yeah,
and
you
two.
got yeah, you got the number one, number two wide receivers. You got the number three quarterback in Dak Prescott, who he if he throws it, if he lets loose, he's gonna score high points, right? So you got an intimidating team. I mean, I don't know why you still have Kyle Pitts Senior, but that's a you decision. I mean, you're still hoping for his college days. I don't know, maybe.
No, man. That's probably should be looking at the waiver wire.
But I mean, overall, I mean, this is. I think you are favored for sure. But your last matchup, he got you week 10. Looks like a 109.98. But I think on paper you should have the advantage just based on those wide receivers, Dak versus Josh Allen. I think that's gonna cancel each other out somewhat. But you never know, right? This is football. This is the most important. This is the time of the year where records don't matter. It doesn't matter if you have the greatest. If you're undefeated in the playoffs and you play versus the number 8 seed, and you can lose.
You're absolutely right, man. That's what I love about it. And you know what's funny is like beginning of the season, I drafted this roster and I wasn't like at all happy with it. Like I don't know, none of the players I wanted came to me, but did the best I could. I think I was ranked number 12. Like even ESPN was like, dude,
Wow.
see you next year, man.
Right.
So, but, a lot of things fell the right way. JSN, like I would have never guessed
No.
that guy was like top 3 or whatever wide receiver he currently is.
They didn't use them as they should. They never, because of DJ Metcalf, right? Obviously,
Yeah,
but man, they kind of let him spread his wings and fly. Even though they had Cooper Cup, right? They brought him in, and it didn't matter. This guy is a target monster.
yeah, and he's deserved it. So, Pickens, things worked out for him. So yeah, I pretty happy with the
I
roster.
Yeah, I think so. I think you should win, but like I said, it's the playoffs. Any given Sunday. Good luck. I mean, I think it'll be interesting to see.
Definitely. And if you do beat me, Gary, I'm rooting for you the rest of the way, man. You take me out. You better win this whole thing, okay?
I'm the same way. If you win, I'm cheering for you because I can say I lost to the champion, right? That's kind of the consolation prize. So good luck.
Well, speaking of, we're coming up to your matchup right now.
I'm gonna need all the luck in the world. I think I got the biggest discrepancy on paper here.
Man, it's a matchup. It is. So first of all, it's champ versus champ. You guys are both very
Yeah.
recent league champions, and deservedly so. You always
Yeah, yeah.
put together good teams. I don't think this year was any different. You guys both deserved it. The one thing that's the problem for you is what's going on down here. the Lamar
Hmm.
Jackson.
I got to, yeah, Lamar Jackson. I mean, Drake May is just outplaying him. Sorry, you know what I mean? I kind of thought he was gonna. The reason I got Drake May was because he can run. So I was like, all right, well, you know, he can get you points, easy points on the ground like Josh Allen does. And then Lamar got hurt, so I was like, thank goodness I got Drake May. But now that Jackson's back, I just don't know, man. I don't feel confident. But I just can't pull that trigger. Drake London's on the bench. He's hurt. He's getting concussed or whatever's wrong with them. T. Higgins concussed. It looks like. I mean, I have decent wide receiver core, but they're unavailable. So I'm gonna have to rely on the Texans defense to carry the week versus Arizona, hopefully. And I picked up Jalen Wright, hoping that he's gonna get the same workload he did last week when your boy got hurt. So
Gotcha. And it makes sense. You know, if you look at this lineup with Drake London in it, I'd imagine he would definitely be in there.
100%.
I don't know. Jalen
Oh
Waddle's been
yeah,
great.
pretty
Tedorow has
good
been great.
as a rookie. One of the more impressive rookies for sure in the position. But I'm going up against monsters over here. I mean, Christian McCaffrey,
Dude,
number
it's
three running back.
it's Team San Francisco over here. It's Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle.
George Kittle.
Like it's just everyone on that team. Go for it. And really, that is everyone on the
Absolutely.
team, right? There's no wide receivers they're throwing to. It's George Kittle, um,
I'm
and
hoping for Tennessee to have an amazing defensive week and hold them to, 10 points each or something. Or not even, like 25 points total between those three players, and I'll be all right. The
okay,
problem is you got Rashid Rice, who's balling out. RJ Harvey, who's also like recently just started taking off again, right? We were talking about, hey, just give this guy the rock and he'll do all right. Same thing. You've got uh, a, Monte Brown. I
yeah,
mean, he could go off at any time of the week. He has a good team. I mean, honestly, so I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared, and he's projected to win by like 20, almost 20 points, maybe more,
yeah.
more than 20, 30 points. So good luck
I
to
don't blame you
me.
for feeling that way, man. But don't give up hope. Let me spin a narrative right now, okay?
Okay, let's see it.
The game starts.
Encourage me.
San Francisco versus Tennessee. Tennessee
Okay.
gets the ball to start.
All right.
Pick six, straight off the bat. He throws a pick six. San Francisco
Love
defense
it.
runs it in. Next, next possession, 3 and out. They kick the ball to these guys. They run it in for a
Yeah.
touchdown again. The
Okay.
defense, and that is what's going to happen. San Francisco defense is going to dominate this game. There is a chance
100%.
that it could be such a blowout that they're like, we're not keeping Chris McCaffrey, George Kittle in this game. Like, no, get on the bench, guys. Like this was over
Right.
the first quarter.
Oh my God. I mean, and I think, yeah, and we'll become millionaires by this weekend. I think that's kind of the chances of this happening. I mean, it's going to be interesting. I think, like I said, you never know. But honestly, I think on paper he has a good team. The last time we played, I beat him pretty good, but it
Yeah,
was
you did.
probably enough. I don't know when the bye week was for San Francisco. It probably was week 10, and that's probably what happened there. But Mr. Lumpia Puto, which it means something else, which doesn't mean what we think it means in Spanish.
Okay.
It means something else in Filipino, Tagalog, I think. So lumpias, I love lumpias. Do you know what a lumpia is?
Yeah, yeah. So it's a little like kind of egg
Egg
roll.
rolls. They're
Yeah.
egg rolls. Yeah, they're Filipino egg rolls. They're amazing.
Yeah, they're
Those are
delicious.
delicious. I can eat 1,000 of them. They're so good. Good luck to him, former champion, obviously. One of the original members, I think, as well, right, of the league. Man, it's going to be close. And by close, I mean a blowout. So it was a good season. Um, I hope you win the rest of the league, Mr. Lumpia. I don't
Oh,
know what else to say, but yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of things to bounce in my favor for sure.
all right, man. Well, good luck to both of you. I actually have
Thanks.
this as my matchup of the week, despite this, just because of the prowess of the owners.
Yeah,
I know one of you, uh, either one of you can pull away, and if you pull away, then you can pull away and then take the whole thing. So,
I will say I'm glad on paper, I'm not in the same bracket as you, in terms of, the levels, right? There would be the finals if we to see you up there, right? Because the way those brackets are
It,
moving. So
that is funny, and it's something I was going to touch on at the very end. But I am glad I don't see either one of you until the very end.
uh,
That
the
takes
last
us.
matchup, man. Yeah, last matchup of the week of the first round.
That's right. We have got SB Chargers, Rick Ortiz versus the legend, the Capybara owner, Russell.
Russell.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's funny that these two teams are matching up. Russell had the best draft, in my opinion. He was ranked number one and pretty much
yeah,
just sailed through the league as number one until the very end. He started dropping a couple games. Um, the opposite was true for Rick. Like nothing. He drafted all Jets first of all. Like Rick, he drafted
he
all
did.
Jets,
He did.
and then the Jets fell apart. Um, and now look at it. He's not starting a single jet anymore.
No, no, and he's got a pretty solid squad. I mean, Chase Brown maybe a little bit of a disappointment for him, but Saquon too, I guess in a way, right? He's ranked number 12, but I mean, these guys think when I say these guys have a low floor, or a high floor, right? Where they're going to give you points. They're not going to give you zero. So like it always keeps you in a week when you have players like that where it's like safe. It's a safe floor. Like okay, I know that Jacoby Myers can get me close to 10 points or easy or whatever, right? But yeah, I mean on paper, can you show their bench? I want to see if he
Yeah,
has
yeah.
anybody on there real quickly of the benches here. But like, I mean, looking at Capybara's team, Brian Thomas Jr., the biggest disappointment, I think, one of the biggest disappointments of the season, right? Brian Thomas Jr., his expectation, he's ranked 48th, right, wide receiver, and he was ranked at
Wow.
least, I think, end of the first round or start of the second round, right? I mean, that was
He was
when he was
up
being
there.
drafted.
Yeah, he was up there.
48th. I mean, that's insane. So for me, the biggest bust of the year, I think, overall. But yeah, let me see the benches. Yeah, Brees Hall, right? Brees Hall, even though he's on the bench, he's ranked 15th overall so far, which is okay.
Yeah, it's an
I mean,
interesting decision actually, and maybe there's more to this story than I know.
sometimes there's posturing. Some guy, I know some teams we're both in different fantasy football leagues. I know some guys that try to play mental games. Some teams where they put their starters on the bench to make you think that they're not paying attention,
That's
and
me.
then they get you excited. So that's you. And then all of a sudden, like 5 minutes before the first games happen, they put them back, and you're like, oh, what the heck?
For sure.
Uh,
You want to make them think that they don't need to go to the waiver wire to get extra points. Like, oh, I got this guy. Look at him. What? His defense is on by. What is he doing?
Exactly. Oh my God. But that might be the case. But Chris Godwin. I mean, he's coming back from injury. He's up there, I guess. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But this one's a pretty even matchup. I mean, you got
Yeah.
James Cook. He has. I think he has the best wide receiver running back in the league, right? Russell does with
Yeah.
James Cook and Jonathan Taylor, right? The number
Yep.
one and number six running back in the league.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Uh,
That that duo is really what got him to where he is.
oh yeah.
It's cooled off a little bit for Taylor, but I think he's a player at any given time can just give you a two touchdown game, and all of a sudden you're just walking away with a victory. Yeah,
Easily.
I credit Rick. He turned a team that was, if he stuck with the Jets, he's done, right? He's
Yeah,
11 or
yeah. Season's
12,
over.
and you scrapped and put together this team, and now you're in the playoffs, and anything's possible. So, um,
Absolutely. I think that goes to show how and Rick loves football. I mean, you could talk to Rick about especially college because he sees all the up and coming guys and he'll tell you all the stats, especially running backs. He's a big running back guy, obviously, right? A big Saquon fan, Penn State guy. Talked about Jonathan Taylor, all these big running backs, but he knows the game and he doesn't quit. I mean, he'll try to find the diamonds in the rough that are available with players. So he's done a good job with managing, right? Because one thing is drafting, the other thing is managing, right? So you got to be consistent with managing during the season, right? I know, for example, Jomar. He was the I was like he's a vulture. He's like the waiver wire vulture for the longest
Yeah.
time. He would I think he stays up at 3 a.m. or whenever the waiver wire drops to pick up, make sure any scraps are left over and he picks them up. I'm like, man. But Rick's the same way in the sense of that he knows what's out there and he made some good pickups this year to come back, really.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I love seeing it. I've seen that with Jomar too. Like when I'll, get news about a player, I'm like, oh, dude, I got to go get this guy. No, he's already on Jomar's team.
Exactly.
So it's
He's that quick. He's absolutely a vulture like that, which is a good thing. It's a compliment, Joe Mark. It's not a diss. I wish I was faster than you in that
oh,
regard. But yeah, and this is I don't know. Like I said, it's a very even season. I think it's going to be really close. Um, I'm interested to see who moves on. That's going to be fun.
yeah, I definitely agree with you. Just a question: who do you want to see in the finals? You can definitely say your own name. What's the storyline that you like the best here?
I mean, of course, you want to win, right? I think that for sure I would like to see myself, but I'm going to exclude myself from this. If I had a choice to see uh, someone in the finals, I want to see Rick, SB Chargers, even though he's an ex-Raider fan. Now he's a Charger fan, but I want to see Rick. And then I want to see actually Pigskin Mafia. I would like to see Paul up there just to see what happens with those two teams. If I want to see new teams. I want a new champion. If it's not me, I don't want it to be you, Mick. Sorry, you've already won too many times. Um, and then I guess the third person, if not Rick, would be Russell to see him move on to the champion because I'm cheering for the not the underdogs, but like a new team, a new blood out there to be champions. So that's who I would go for outside of myself.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah. How about you?
Absolutely respect that answer. There's two scenarios I like here. The first, and by the way, I completely agree with that. I like seeing new blood, make it and take it. That doesn't mean I'm not going to try as hard as I can
Exactly.
to win every year, right? Like you got to do
Right.
that. It's just a competitive nature, and um,
100%.
but to see HB Show Dogs and SB Chargers, or no, I'm sorry, Rick I think has won it in the past. HB
Oh,
Show
has
Dogs.
he? Oh, I didn't know that.
I thought way back in the day, like when this league first started, Rick had won it. Now maybe that's not the case.
I thought and this might be a rumor, right? And if I don't want to get it wrong, I thought Rick's wife had a team, and I think her team won, but then Rick got credit for it. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
Rick.
I'm wrong. I think she drafted a team, and I think something happened, but I don't know. Maybe you're right though. Maybe he did win.
Okay.
Either way, I'd still go for SB Chargers. But if he did win, then give me Russell there. Russell Pigskin.
Yeah, for sure. I know Russell. He came in strong at the playoffs last year. He took out Jomar, and Jomar
Yeah.
would have won the whole thing if not for Russell taking him out. So thank you, thank you, Russell. So Russell, HB Show Dogs would be cool. However, I like the other storyline of the two Bristol office guys, which happens to be me and Russell going head to head at
Mm,
the very end. And that's the only way it's going to happen, right? The way this bracket is set up. We couldn't
championship or
possibly face
bust.
each other. Yeah, so um,
Absolutely. I mean, I think overall, it's been a good, successful season for sure. I don't know, I know it's still the season, the playoffs are still going on, but in terms of like next year, is there anything new we have to do in terms of rules? Anything, uh, I don't know. Like, I like the way we have the league set up, but anything that you would like to see different? I mean, one of the things that a lot of people have told me in different leagues, I don't know if this applies here, is rewarding the kickers more now, like the 60 yarders and stuff like that, like giving it its own bracket of points. You know what I mean? Like 60 yarders are the new 50 yarders, it feels like, but
okay.
something like that, like rewarding the 60 yarders a little bit more points than a 50 plus.
So
Uh,
would would a 30 plus yard be worth 4, 40 plus be worth 5, 50 plus be worth 6, and so on? Is that how that scoring would happen, or?
I think the with the way other leagues have it set up is anything under anything from 39 yards and below it's three, right? You get the 3 points. Anything from 40 to 50 or 40 to 49 is four. 50 to plus is usually five, but then there's some leagues that give you 10 for something you can double if it's a 60 yarder or up and up after that. Um, which could be it makes kickers a weapon, really. You know what I mean? They're already a weapon, but it makes them a bigger weapon, right? If you can get a kicker on a Monday night, like a Brandon Aubrey or something, right from the Cowboys, and he kicks 260 yarders, you get 20 points off the bat right
Just
there.
20. Boom.
That could win your week last minute, right? But I don't know. I mean, I'm just throwing things out there, right? From other leagues. Um, the other thing the other leagues do is, hey, if you are active on the waiver wire, every move is a buck or something. A dollar for every transaction, and then you can split that pot money, that transaction money or whatever, at the end of the season. But a lot of people don't do that one, but some leagues do. I don't know what other rules there are.
Dude.
The other one I've seen is not penalizing a quarterback, I guess, if because if they fumble, they lose a point. But then if at the fumble they lose it, then that's another minus point. You see what I'm saying? So they get like double whammy, I guess. So some people say like if they fumbled it, like, and they don't lose possession, then why penalize them for fumbling? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus just if they lose possession, it's a turnover, right? Then they penalize them for sure. So
Okay.
some of those, I don't know. What about you? Anything that come to mind, Mick, at all? Like I'm trying to think what other things that could come up.
You
And
know?
we're open books here, right? I mean, we're the commissioners, but
Oh yeah.
it's your guys' league here.
I like all of those actually. They're kind of like outside the box tweaks. The one about the kicker is it's just I don't know something really cool about that. Like you get a kicker that scores 25 points, and the guy's like, I just lost to a kicker, like
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
incredible. Um,
Absolutely. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, just throwing that out there for discussion later on. But
cool.
this is going to be a good playoffs. That hopefully we get some good matchups, close matchups, right? Which makes it more nerve wracking, but it also makes it more exciting for everybody. So I don't know. Good luck to everybody.
Yeah, I agree. Good luck to everyone. It's going to be a fun week of football, and this is going to make me just enjoy watching the games that much more. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see who makes it to the semis, and yeah, who's going to take it from there.
And if people like this video, maybe we can do another one for next week for the remaining four teams, and then so on and so forth. If not, then we can end it here. But it's been fun.
Sounds good. All right,
Cool.
cool. Well, everybody,
Thanks a lot, guys.
have a great
Take
week.
care. Good
See
luck,
you later.
everyone. And the four playoff teams that didn't make it, better luck next year. See ya.
Definitely. All
Thanks,
right.
Vic.
Thanks, man.
See
Talk
ya.
to you soon.